Should I explore this with you because the only connections I know are sexual ones.
Right.
So then that's how we like socialize relationships with people, and sometimes it's just friendships.
I'm Dina Jones.
Hey guys, welcome to Queer Millennials The Key. I'm James.
Prince Derek here.
And we have
Isaam Sharef,
the creator of Gay Code. So y'all, we are all sick and tired of certain things in our lives, and there's some things within the community that are making us sick and tired. We're gonna get into it, so stay tuned.
All right, so today's topic for the key is what's bothering you about the gay community. I know it's broad, but this is an opportunity for us to kind of air out our grievances and see if we can talk through some solutions.
The predators in this community. I know it came off a little bit harsh, a little bit direct. There are people who use people who are displaced or not in the right frame of mind.
So when you say predator, and you're speaking in a sense as far as a person in a position of power and influence, using people who are weak in our community or perceived to be weak in our community for their own personal gain.
Yes.
So when you said predator, I was automatically thinking like the older gays,
That's what
kind
I
of like
thought.
preying on like the younger
That's what I
gays,
thought.
you know.
No. Well,
But we can jump. I mean, there are different types of ways to prey on someone,
There are.
right? And I think that. To your point, we've seen a lot of that happening when it comes to a lot of these LGBTQ organizations and how they kind of have a way of using certain people as pawns to get, to move the chess piece forward, to get them what they need, and then they discard them when they
and
get
also
what they need.
well,
Seen it?
being that is a big part of it as well, and the fact that there's a lot of people who are out here doing this still. It doesn't sit right with me at all.
As an adult now, being that age and then seeing kids that age, it does. I'm not like compelled to do the same. I'm like, I think that's disgusting. Actually, I think it's not a mentoring program. It's not like you're my big brother who's gonna like usher me in and teach me things. You're just there to basically like sexually take advantage of me.
The only thing that you have in common with a 17-year-old at that point is possibly
Body parts.
body parts.
Right.
You know, something to be
Listen.
said about that too, because there's like this. I guess we can segue into that. The obsession with youth that I find it's kind of creepy a little bit, and I think that because the business that we're a part of, or the industry that I kind of finagle in as far as entertainment, it's like there's this focus on youth, and a lot of these guys. And some of these women too are like succubus. Like if they can get the young one, it like gives them life or something, And I think that calling it out when you see a 35-year-old person, because I'm sure that man had friends. He had gay brothers or best friends or whatever, and they knew what he was doing. But most of the time, we decide to mind our own business and try to play it nice. But I think that if we call that behavior out more, I think that we'll either start seeing, a change in how the younger people view us.
How do you all feel about season 2 of Pose, the relationship between Ricky and Pray Tell?
Ricky making the first moves on Pray Tell. It still has a lot to do with boundaries.
Right.
Like you come up already seeing me as like a father figure in a sense. And now that the boundary line has been completely stepped over and just obliterated, and now that you're having sex with one of your house kids.
I'm not a stranger to meeting older men who need new life breathed into them. That sometimes they get a newfound sense of self by being around different energy that they don't have currently around them. And sometimes their friends of their peers don't possess that energy anymore. Right. And so they're like seeking new energy, and they may find somebody young. Oh, look at his energy. I want to be around that. I want some of that. And then sometimes that trickles into like, well, what is this? Should I explore this with you? Because the only connections I know are sexual ones.
Right.
So then that's how we like sexualize relationships with people, and sometimes it's just friendships. Okay, so I had just talked about this before I got here. So I saw a magazine cover, and it's with the guy from Queer Eye. Full gown, whatever that is, you know, beard, what he gives. And I'm just like, now I love people expressing their individuality, their gender fluidity, whatever it is. Something about that is starting to seem a little hokey and less authentic to who he is.
I can see what you mean. I could definitely see what you mean.
It's like they're playing like they're a caricature of themselves, and they're playing it up for entertainment, which they love for us to feed them that. So when I see it, I'm just like, okay, now I get playing with, you know, bending gender and all those things, but then when I see like gowns or like I don't know, I'm still very confused about a lot of things. Listen, I'm learning, but like I'm still confused, and so just watching, I was just like, what the fuck, like, oh god, here we go again.
If it was Billy Porter,
no,
would it make a difference?
No, like even sometimes I see Billy Porter and I'm like, what the hell is in that purse? What are you carrying in your purse? You have a purse, what's in it? I know why women carry it because they got a lot of shit. But like, what is in your thing? Your ID?
It's become pop culture now, and I think that because it's trendy and it does open the door for a little conversation for those who may still be confused, they may not understand gender fluidity, and it is going to be trumped up and played in the media because that's their job. We are moving into an era where, you know, people are going to be allowed to be who they are. Whether you have people who are going to be fighting against it, people have the right to be who they are. And if we're going to be leaders in the free world and we're going to talk about freedom, the first thing that needs to be free is people having autonomy over themselves. And if I want to decide to put on a bodysuit and a cape today and be Darth Vader, then that's how I feel like that's how I feel like I'm going to be expressing. If tomorrow I want to put on biker shorts and stilettos and you know, I may look a fool. I may look like I'm walking a pride parade, but that's just how they want to express it. I think it's just they're doing it so that people become more comfortable with it or having the conversation, and it's, you know, so that it won't be as weird.
I mean, I appreciate it when it seems authentic to who you are. But when it seems like you're wearing a costume and you're doing it for the sake of being seen, and like there's like, I would rather push someone to the forefront who that is them. Let me blast your shit on my Instagram so people can see you, because you're actually living what I'm trying to project.
Exactly.
Right? So let me do that. But then when I see him doing it, I'm like, I'm not buying this.
He doesn't sell it. Right. Our culture is always going to be pimped out. And I think we see it in black culture, and now we're seeing it in black LGBTQ culture. You see the ballroom scene has emerged because people are being reintroduced to it. And anything that black folks are in, that we're having fun, people want it. You want to consume it. We love hearing from our viewers, and right now we have a special guest video from J Penn.
What's up, everybody? I'm Joshua Pinkay, co-host of the LeMay Day Limelight podcast. And something that's bothering me about the LGBTQ community is that I feel there's a lack of support amongst the various intersecting groups within our community. Everything's always a key or a read versus what are we really doing to uplift each other? How are we supporting each other? What are we teaching each other about entrepreneurship or social impact? I feel like we're lacking a lot of that. And I think if we did a better job at coming together on those types of aspects, we'd probably elevate our community to bigger things.
And he sounds like a creative who is frustrated with
the
lack of support across the board.
And I think that hurts us a lot of times when we could like really be building with each other and building on top of each other, and, you know, promoting each other and giving each other that kind of support that he was speaking of. And I think that we just have to be more conscious of the fact that the world wants us to be separated because it's easier to conquer when you divide people. But if we started intentionally making unity a priority, I think we would see a lot of great things coming from our community in particular. So, great point, Josh. Something that used to annoy me was kind of like, I was talking to you about spaces, about how integration and inclusion does us such a disservice as people of color sometimes, especially in this community now, because, you know, we fight for us to be included in things or to be included in spaces because we don't want to be barred from resources. Like, we know that you're keeping this away from us just because we're black or because we're Latino. and that's not right. But at the same time, when we decide to, we'll just do it ourselves, and we'll get our own resources, and we'll create our own safe spaces. It's kind of like we're forced into integrating, and we're forced into where we're all. That's when the rhetoric comes back out. We're all one. So I can come and take your culture again, and then go back to my own little white space and replicate it, and then tell you you can't be a part of it.
Is it funny? I'm thinking automatically of the club scene.
Yeah.
I'm thinking automatically of
club
the
scene, dating scene.
Dating scene. So that's something that I miss, because it's like you go out and you see all these spots, and one spot I used to go to now is being ran over by everybody and then some, and it's like, I just want to come out here and shake my ass. I want to have fun. I want to just, do a little ass shake.
Right. Like, I want to be in safe spaces. I don't want to always have to be somewhere and feel like I'm the representative for Black people all the time. Like, I just want to go, drink, like you said, have fun, meet other people that are sharing the same experience I'm having. Then it's, we get silenced and we have to wait our turn. And that's the part that's something that I don't like. But as far as how do we fix that? How do we do it? Keep creating our own
Create your own stuff.
Like we do here, Queer Millennial. And how you do on Gay Code.
Create your own shit. Because they are not going to create it for you. They'll create it for you because they stole it from you.
And they'll make money off of it.
And won't include you.
That's the game. That's the key. All right, so we just had an amazing lemon squeeze about some of the things that are bothering us in the LGBTQ community, and we hope that you enjoyed our conversation, and we would really love to hear from you. So make sure that you comment on the video, share it with your friends, and follow us on Twitter at QueeredM. You can also follow us on Instagram at Queered Millennial, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you so much, Isaam, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Isaam Sharef, and you can also find me on YouTube with the Gay Code.
All right, well, that's all the time we have today. I'm Prince Derek Doll.
And I'm James.
And this has been The Key. Bye.